Hello students, in today's lecture we will see the topic of the characteristics of measuring instruments from the first unit. So we know that what is meant by measuring instruments. The measuring instruments is the instruments which is used to measure the magnitude of the quantity or magnitude of the variable. That instruments are called as the measuring instruments. That measuring instruments has certain characteristics like accuracy, precision, dead zone, repeatability, reproducibility, like that. So there are mainly two characteristics. First one is the static and second dynamic. So what is meant by static characteristics and the dynamic characteristics? We will see one by one. We have to only study the definitions of the every characteristics in the question paper. The question will be on the define the characteristics or on the list the different characteristics of the measuring instruments. So for that we have to just list and define the characteristics. So let us start. First one is the static. The characteristics of an instrument which does not change with the time, that is called as the static characteristics. That means with respect to time, the characteristics nothing change. The output will nothing change. The measurement is constant. So that characteristics are called as the static characteristics. The examples are errors and the hysteresis. Second, dynamic. So exactly opposite to the static characteristics, that is nothing but our dynamic characteristics. So the characteristics of an instrument which change with the time. These changes with the time, that characteristics are the dynamic characteristics. That means whenever times will get changed, time period will get changed, the value of our measurement is also get changed with respect to that time. Therefore, these are called as the dynamic, that is changing time, changing characteristics. Examples are measuring lag and overshoot, etc. So we have to study the static and the dynamic characteristics in detail. So firstly, we will see static characteristics one by one. We have to just know the definitions. So first one is nothing but our accuracy. So what is meant by accuracy? Accuracy is nothing but closeness with which the instrument reading approaches to the true value, being the measurement. Whenever we are going to whenever we are going to measure any quantity or any variable, at that time our readings is nearly equals to closest to the true value. That characteristics is called as the accuracy. Means what? Whenever I measure any quantity, I know the reading will be 100 ampere. The reading should be 100 ampere, but by by the measurement, my current ammeter reads the 99.99 ampere. That means the ammeter have most accuracy. The ammeter has the most accuracy because the measuring value, the magnitude of measuring value, it nearly equals, closest to equals to the true value, that is 100 ampere. So that instrument has more accurate. That means we can say that this ammeter is most accurate instrument. So that characteristics is nothing but your accuracy. So second one is the static error. Second one is nothing but static error. So what is meant by static error? Simply, it is the difference between the measured value and the true value. We know that the true value is 100 ampere and our measured value, that is indicated value indicated by the ammeter, that value is 99.99, and the difference between that 100 and 99.99 is nothing but our static error. That is nothing but our static error. The difference between our measured value and the true value is nothing but our static error. So, if static error is positive, instrument reads the high values, and if static error is negative, that is the difference between that two values, it will be negative. That means instrument reads the low value. Next one is nothing but static correction. It is again same, nearly equals to static error. Static correction. Static correction means what? It is the difference between true value and the measured value of the quantity. That is nothing but your again static error. Just we have to take the difference between that both the values. Next one is the calibration. So what is it by calibration? Calibration means what? It is the process by which only we have to calculate the percentage error. We have to calculate permissible percentage error by comparing the calibrated instrument with the standard instrument, and that procedure is called as the calibration. Means what? I want to calibrate one energy meter and I have the one standard energy meter. I know that it reads the 10 units. It reads the 10 units, and I have another meter which has to be calibrated. I have to check what will be the reading by that energy meter. So I am comparing the another energy meter with the standard meter, and I can calculate the difference between that two units, that is the percentage error, and that process is called as the calibration. So by calibration procedure, we have to only calculate the permissible percentage error by comparing with other standard values. So here we can see the three curves. First one is the calibration curve, error curve, and third one is the correction curve. So corresponding to the calibration, in which how many percentage, in which range, permissible band or permissible limits, how many error will be occur, and if that much percentage error will be more, what correction action will be taken. That is nothing but your correction curve. Next one is the range and the span. Range and the span. It is the difference between the largest and smallest reading of the instrument. It is the reading of largest and smallest reading of an instrument. Means what? I am measuring one quantity. Let's take the voltage. And firstly, voltmeter indicates the 100 volt, and second one again reads the 105 volt. So the difference between that two values, largest value is 105 volt and the smallest value is 100 volt, that is 100 volt. The difference will be 5 volt. That is nothing but your range and the span. That is the limits within the smallest and the highest value whenever I am measuring, indicating or the recording. So that difference is called as the range and the span. Next one is the sensitivity. Sensitivity is nothing but it is the ratio. It is the ratio what is given signal and what will be the output corresponding to that input signal. How it will be responded. So take the ratio of these two parameters and it will be nothing but your sensitivity. Sensitivity is the ratio of output response to the specific change in input. If I changes the input signals, how much output will will get changed with respect to that input. That is nothing but our sensitivity. Next static characteristics is hysteresis. Next static characteristics is nothing but our hysteresis. So what is meant by hysteresis? Hysteresis is nothing but maximum difference between the two outputs. Maximum. If first time difference will be 5%, second time will be 10%, 10 to 20%. The maximum difference, that is nothing but our hysteresis. So that maximum difference between the two outputs when the same input is given, it is most important in this hysteresis. The difference between two outputs but at the same input means I have to put the constant input, but with that constant input with that specific time period, we have to only calculate the maximum difference between the two outputs, and that is nothing but our hysteresis. So next one is the reproducibility. Next definition, next characteristics is nothing but our reproducibility. So what is meant by reproducibility? It is the degree of closeness with which a given value may be repeatedly measured. If I want to measure any quantity, but I am measuring the repeatedly, but instrument measures the one value which is given as a true value. So we can say that the instrument is reproducibility, means it is measured. It measures the given true value continuously, measuredly. Whenever I am changing the method of measurement, I am changing the observer. When I measured, it shows same quantity. When another person measured, it will indicate the same quantity. If I change the location, I change the condition of use, whenever I am changing the time, but that instruments indicates the same readings at the same input, that is the closest value to the true value. So that characteristics is nothing but our reproducibility. Next one is nothing but again same, repeatability. So repeatability means what? It is the variation of scale reading. It is the variation of scale reading and it is random in the nature. Repeatedly, whenever I am measuring by different conditions over a short period of a time, if I changes the condition, if I changes the location, I change the observer, whenever, but it shows the changes. It shows the variation of the scale. It shows the variation of the scale. That means it is the repeatability and it is the random in the nature. Next characteristics is precision. So what is meant by precision? It measures reproducibility of the measurement. It measures the reproducibility of the measurement for a fixed quantity or the fixed value. It is called as the precision. The precise instrument may not be accurate. It may not be